French actress Emmanuelle Seigner imposed her presence with talent, respected as both an actress and a musician. People noticed her for her looks, since she was a model before she started acting, and her mysterious beauty made her an international cover model. Her husband, internationally renowned filmmaker Roman Polanski, also starred her in many of his movies. If you like Emmanuelle Seigner, you should definitely watch our picks for her best movies. Let's start.
6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Number 10. Bitter Moon. Bitter Moon is a 1992 erotic romantic thriller following a British couple, Fiona and Nigel, who are passengers on a cruise ship to Istanbul en route to India. When they encounter a beautiful French woman, Nigel develops an irresistible infatuation with her. Later, Nigel meets her much older and disabled American husband, Oscar, who tells them their marriage story and how he becomes obsessed with her love. Number 9. The Ninth Gate. The plot involves authenticating a rare and ancient book that purportedly contains a magical secret for summoning the devil. While searching for the last 2 copies of a demonic text, a rare book dealer finds himself at the heart of paranormal events. Number 8. Based on a true story. Delphine is going through tough times after publishing her best-selling novel about her mother. Depressed and struggling with writer's block, Delphine meets and begins a friendship with a mysterious younger woman who is seductive, intelligent, and intuitive. She seems to understand Delphine better than anyone else. Can she jolt Delphine out of her torpor? Based on a True Story is a psychological thriller film directed by Roman Polanski. Number 7. Laguna. Young Thomas sees his parents die in an attack orchestrated by the mafia. He is taken in by Joe, a family friend, who raises him as his son. Thomas, now an adult, is sent to live in Italy. There, while his tortured past and the death of his parents come back to haunt him, he feels increasingly drawn to Thelma, his uncle's mysterious wife. Soon, Thomas will learn the truth about the death of his parents and foment a vengeance of great heights. This is a beautiful romance more than a thriller, with the relationship between Thomas and Thelma at the center of the story. Number 6. Heal the Living. Heal the Living interweaves 3 stories connected to each other via an organ transplant. A French teenager and his friends on a surfing road trip that leads to tragedy. A woman with a weak heart and 2 teams of doctors attempts to save lives. Ultimately, it is an impassioned story of personal connections that philosophically, spiritually, and literally plumbs the depths of the human heart. Number 5. A Few Hours of Spring. After being released from prison, a man returns to his mother and discovers she suffers from a brain tumor, and that she has decided to shorten her suffering by resorting to assisted suicide in Switzerland. Number 4. The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. The film depicts the true story of Jean-Dominique Bauby, editor-in-chief of Elle magazine. He is a victim of a stroke and is forced to live with an almost totally paralyzed body, a condition known as locked-in syndrome. His physical situation and hospitalization uncomfortably bring together the many people in his life, including Céline Desmoulins, his ex-lover and mother of his children. Number 3. In the House. A precocious student infiltrates a classmate's family and submits stories about it for a class. His teacher is shocked at first, but is quickly drawn into and complicit in the story, even as it crosses the line into dangerous territory. Number 2. An Officer and a Spy. The film centers on the notorious 19th century Dreyfus affair about the French officer Georges Picquart. He discovers that doctored evidence was used to convict French Army staff member Alfred Dreyfus of passing military secrets to the German Empire. Picquart risks his career and his life in a decade-long struggle to expose the truth and liberate the wrongly convicted Dreyfus from the dreaded Devil's Island prison. Number 1. Venus in Fur. Venus in Fur is an erotic film directed by Roman Polanski. An enigmatic actress may have a hidden agenda when she auditions for a part in a misogynistic writer's play. Emmanuelle Seigner was nominated for a César Award for Best Actress for Venus in Fur. And thank you for watching. I'm Maniacal Z, and this is the Top 10.